Hey everyone, this is Tanya from Time to Talk. I wanted to get on a particular topic, and the topic was that it's been really impressing on my heart because there's a lot of people. I see that there's a lot of things that are going on, and I think this is a topic that hits home with a lot of people. So I wanted to kind of make a couple of pointers, just a couple of pointers about it. I won't keep you that long, but I don't know if you can see my whiteboard here, but I'll go ahead and read the title. What it says is, when manipulation antics are used to keep you in an unwanted relationship. That goes on a lot. And I would love to tell you that, which really breaks my heart, that it happens with young people, with teenagers. So that really kind of got me stirred up right there because I couldn't believe it. I know it happens with adults, but it just really stirred my spirit in the wrong way when I heard that this is what young people do. And so I'm going to give you like an example. Here we go. I hope you can see me as I write on the board, and then I'll explain to you what I'm saying. An example would be like, my writing's a little sloppy, forgive me. Example would be a threat of suicide. When somebody uses a manipulation antic, having a threat of suicide to keep you in a relationship that you don't want to be in any longer, which is unhealthy because a person is using that threat to keep you bound in something that you need to remove yourself from. Now, let's say we're speaking of a teenager. Okay, so this teenager is not sharing with their parents that they are in an unhealthy, let's get it right, a mentally abusive relationship. Because when anyone tells you that if you leave me, I'm going to commit suicide, that's horrible. And so because you feel sorry, you stay there when you want to escape. How do you do that? How do you get out of something that you no longer want to be in, but you feel you have to stay in there because you don't want this person to kill themselves? If we adults, it's hard for us to take ourselves out of a situation, how do you think a young person feels? I'm pretty sure that got to be pretty tough on them, okay? So I'm just going to go through a couple of just a couple of points right here, just a couple, not too many. I would say, I'm gonna start, I don't know if you can see me up here, but I'll read it out what I'm writing, okay? It says, number one, right here, do not this is key. Number one, do not blame yourself. If you get out of a relationship and the person go ahead and makes good on their threat. So they go ahead and they sit up here and they go ahead and they slice their wrist or they try to commit suicide because you left them. They're still trying to hold something over your head and trying to say, hey, look, because you left me, I did this. But you are not responsible for an unhealthy person. Okay, we see the negative that they tried to commit suicide. That's a negative point. But let me tell you, the positive side of it. There's always, where there's a negative, there's a positive. Now you say, okay, how you see that positive, Tanya? The guy just tried to commit suicide, or the young lady tried to commit suicide because you left out a relationship. This is the positive side. Now, that person, his family members can see that he needs help or she needs help. Now they can get the help they need. Okay? Now this stuff is not hidden in the dark anymore. That, nobody knows that this person is doing these kind of things, that this person is mentally unstable. Okay, you say, well, what if they knew that that person is mentally unstable? But in this case, in this example, we're talking about that nobody knew that this person was mentally unstable and that he was making these kind of threats or she was making these kind of threats to a person to stay in a relationship. Now the attention has been drawn to him and say, oh my God, my child needs, because I'm basing this on a teenager, okay? I'm basing this on a teenager, so understand that I need to give my child help. My child is really mentally unstable. So now that's the positive spin. Now they'll get the help they need, and hopefully they will recover from their injuries, and that now they can really get the professional help they need. So therefore, they won't feel whatever they're dealing with in their head, or they feeling the loneliness, or they feeling like the attachment that they this is the only person in their life, not realizing this is just the beginning, and you have so much life to live. And so therefore, as the attention is drawn now to him or to her to get the help that they need. So we look, when there's a negative, let's look at the positive, okay? Let's say now this person, now everybody knows this person, he needs some serious, or she needs some serious help, okay? So that's point number one. Do not blame yourself. You are not responsible. Do not carry that heavy burden on yourself. It doesn't belong to you, okay? Even though it's a terrible act, it does not belong to you. Let it be where it's supposed to be. And thank God that the person survived, and that they are now they can get the professional help that they need, because that's most definitely what the person needed. Okay, so let's move on to point number 2. It's kind of like the same, where it says let me write over here, you are not accountable. Just like I just said at the end, you are not accountable for someone's actions. Even though sometimes when we feel accountable to something because we left the person, and you're feeling all this, and that's a normal reaction, to feel a way that it's my fault. Why? If I wouldn't have left the person, they wouldn't have done this, right? But understand this: the person was unstable, and if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else. And like I said, it is a great thing that now the attention is drawn to that person, to their mental health, so they can get help. Never take responsibility for somebody's actions. Yes, we feel bad, but look at the positive spin on it. But now they would get the help that they needed. And do not get in relationships when we know when something doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, get out of it. If a person can't build you up or enhance you, you don't need to be there. Because if a person, you can do bad all by yourself. You don't need company to tear yourself down. You need someone that can make you feel better about you, who can push you into greatness. If that person cannot enhance anything that with all the wonderfulness that you already have, let them go. When somebody wants to pull you away and isolate you all by yourself, something's wrong. That's not normal. Okay? You should not be in isolation. I think when you are with someone, they want to be with you. They want to share events with you. They want to share parts of their life with you. They want to share their happiness, their disappointments. They want you to be part of it all in a positive way. So whenever you don't have that, never let somebody tell you what you can't do and how you can't feel. They don't belong to you. You're better than that. And you got to know that. And you got to walk in your greatness and not accept garbage. This is garbage. For somebody to tell you, manipulating antics to keep you somewhere where you know and you feel and your gut instinct is not right. When you feel, listen to your instincts. Never think your instincts are not real. It's a warning. It's a knock. I'm knocking on my chest, but it's a knock on your shoulder. Something's wrong. Run, turn around, fast, don't look back. So always listen to your gut instincts about a person. When you see, there's always red flags. Question the red flags. And if you can't go to a person and question them because they always shut you down, shut them out and walk the other direction, because you're better than that. You are worthy. Know that you are worthy. Know that you have something, a gift to offer to the world. Never let nobody shut that gift down. Okay? And that's all I got to say about this particular topic. Watch out more for me, to hear from me on different topics. Okay? This is Tanya Talk signing out. See you later.